Hey, so in this video, I'm going to share 3 ways on how to find buyers for your next real estate wholesale deal. Now, this is something that I hear asked all the time. People want to know, how do you actually go and find a buyer? Now, I hear people worry about this when they actually have a deal, and I hear people use this as an excuse to stop themselves from taking step one and actually going and finding a seller. So I'm going to share these 3 tips. Make sure you watch until the end. The third step I'm going to give you at the end of the video, I don't hear anyone talking about. The other 2 are a little more obvious and you might have heard them before, but they all work great. And make sure you like and subscribe to this video, because at the end, you're going to see a link to get my entire wholesale course for free, as well as all the scripts, the documents, and the contracts that I use in my wholesale business, We Buy Sat Houses. So again, if you don't know, I'm Kai Logue. I'm a real estate wholesaler, an investor out in San Antonio, Texas. I wholesale virtually. I've been in the entrepreneur game for about 7 years, and I've learned quite a lot, and I'm going to share some of that with you right now. So, step 1, the first step I would do if I was trying to find a buyer is I would go to PropStream or I would go to County Records, and I would pull a list of all of the cash buyers in the area with the deal, for the deal that I'm looking to sell. Now I would pull all those. Now I actually have my VA do it, so I have him go in and do it. But when I first started, I'd do it myself. And if you're just starting, I'd highly recommend doing it yourself, learning how to do it, documenting the process so you can have a VA do it later. But again, so you go to PropStream, you go to the county, you find all the cash sale transactions in the last year, and you make a list, you skip trace them, and you reach out to them, phone, email, text, whatever info you have for them, and ask quite simply, hey, I saw you recently did a cash deal in San Antonio. Are you still looking for cash deals on discounted properties? Or however you want to word it. But yeah, pretty much that's how I'll do it. I'll say, hey, are you looking for discounted properties, or are you looking for off-market properties at a discounted rate? And then if they say yes, I will go ahead and I'll send them over the deal. Now, step number 2. Now, this one I'm sure you've probably heard before, but step 2, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Facebook groups, and we're going to post on Craigslist. And again, quite simple. I'll actually include the copy that I use when I reach out. So I usually don't give all the info out front. I'll just give them, kind of a bait post to see if they do have interest, if they are looking to buy. Then I'll start talking to them and building that relationship before I send the deal. So I'll reach out, I'll post in Facebook groups. I'll do it for that market specifically. So we'll use San Antonio in the example. I'll join all the San Antonio groups for real estate investors, and I'll post in there, and I'll say something like, hey, are you looking for discounted properties that are off market? If you're looking for your next deal, let me know. Either send me a DM or drop a comment with your email, and I'll send you what I have. And then I'll make a list, pull the list, and then we'll email blast them, text them, call them, and go from there. So that's another same thing with Craigslist. Make sure you just have a strong call to action where you're pulling their email, you're pulling their phone number, so you can call these people and find out what they're looking for, and then send them your deal. And make sure you're keeping track of these people, because next time you come around, if you're doing deals in the same neighborhood, it's going to be a lot easier because you're already going to have this buyers list, and you're going to be able to vet them and see who the real buyers are and who the fake ones are. Now, something to be careful of, I'll find a lot of the Facebook groups, you'll get a lot of people that are looking to JV your deal, or you'll find other people that aren't really investors. They just might want to steal your deal, worst case scenario. So really just asking them questions, how many cash deals do you do? Do you usually use hard money? Do you normally use cash? Really just any kind of question, just start that conversation to vet them out, and you'll be able to feel, if they feel real or not. There's also a lot of VAs, people in the Philippines that are on there. I'm not really sure what their angle is, but I'll find a lot of those people will just drop their email. And if you're on Facebook, really the best thing to do, click on their profile, scroll through it, see if they look like a real person or not. We'll help you vet them as well. So here's step 3, and this is the one I rarely hear people talking about, but it works great. And I thought of this one because, I kind of reverse engineered the process. So I thought, who else is working with buyers? So ideally, the best kind of buyer you can find is someone that is a landlord that is renting the properties. And what they're doing, they don't really need as big of a discount as a fix and flipper will need. So they're normally willing to pay more. They're running their numbers a bit differently because they're making all their money on the back end with all the long-term income that they're getting from rents. So I thought, hey, who has these people? Who's working with these people? So one of the first ones I thought of was property management companies. I said, hey, I know they're working with them, but I reached out to a bunch of them, and it was hard as fuck to actually get a hold of anyone at the property management companies. On top of that, too, most of them were realtors, and they were using a lot of the realtors and brokerages. They'll use property management companies as a way to generate leads for themselves for their brokerage. So that wasn't the best way. So the ones that worked really well for me, because I thought, hey, I've been through the process. Who do I deal with when I do flips? And it's hard money lenders is one. And the second one is title companies, because hard money lenders, they know exactly who's buying properties. They have contacts. They know who the real buyers are. They know that all their contact info, they can get you in front of them. And the best part is they get paid when that person uses them for a hard money loan. So if you're bringing deals to them, more than likely you're creating a symbiotic relationship, because the hard money lender is going to get paid when they get a loan to buy the house that you're wholesaling to them. So that's a great one. You have a huge value add there. So call hard money lenders. If you already have those relationships, great. If not, pick up the phone, reach out to them. It's super easy to find hard money lenders in your area. And then just start talking to them and ask them who the buyers are. And, you'll very quickly be able to start building a list from them. And it's a much easier phone call than cold messaging someone saying, hey, John Williams over at ABC Hard Money Lending gave me your number and said you might be looking for deals. Do you have a minute to hop on a call? And that's so much better. That's basically a warm introduction, as opposed to, hey, I'm texting you out of the blue, you're looking to buy. So it's a lot stronger. You're going to find out who the real buyers are that way. And it's the same exact thing with the title companies. So title companies, they know who's doing the most deals. They know who's coming and being basically doing repeat business with them. So you can call a title company and just ask. Usually the first one I'll call is the one I actually have the deal with, because they know I'm bringing them deals. They already have the deal. And I'll say, hey, quick question. Who do you know that might be interested in this property? I'm looking to assign it. And, they'll come up with a list. And if you ask it just like that, not, oh, do you know anyone? If you say, do you know anyone? They're going to be like, yeah, maybe. And then, they'll probably forget about it. But if you say, who do you know that might be interested in a property like this? They're going to give you some warm leads to call to for buyers. And again, heck of a lot better saying, hey, Joanne over at the title company she gave me your number and said you're looking to buy properties. Is that right? And that's so much easier, again, than going through all the cold bullshit and, reaching out to them. So those are the ones I recommend. Those are the ones I don't hear people talking about. So again, go through step 1, 2, 3 again. Pull this off PropStream County records, Facebook and Craigslist, and 3, hard money lenders and title companies. Now, I do all of those all at the same time, because right away, it's a hustle to find a buyer, especially now that the market's slowed down and cooled off. You're going to have to do a bit more work to find a buyer. And if all else fails, you can always JV it. It's always better to make, some money than to make no money. Like Lil Wayne said, slow money is better than no money. So make sure you're getting paid. So if you can't find a buyer, it's always better to JV. When you JV, hey, you have that buyer at the end of the deal. Even if you're making 50%, it's definitely a lot better, because you're still going to be learning the ins and outs of getting the deal done. Now, I wouldn't recommend signing an exclusive agreement with someone. Some people will want you to, because they do have to do a lot of work on your end, but you don't want to get locked in with someone and then not to find a buyer. I've had that happen to me, and it's just a pain in the ass. So keep doing those. Keep looking to find buyers. You're going to be doing it. The one thing I'd recommend is not trying to build your buyers list before you have a deal. A lot of people tell you to do that. A lot of the gurus preach that, but you're just going to be wasting a lot of time. It's going to stop you from talking sellers and taking the right action. And 2, you're probably going to piss a lot of buyers off by wasting their time. So if you follow those 3 steps, again, you're going to find a buyer. If not, JV with someone. I'd be happy to JV with you. I'll put my link at the bottom. I have a website link where you can just fill it out if you want to JV with me, and I'd be happy to help you find a buyer. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. And as I mentioned below, you're going to see the link to go ahead and download all my scripts, all my contracts, all my PDFs. just make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get my free training course as well. And you're going to be getting all of the videos that I'm releasing weekly, going over everything you need, A to Z, how to start wholesaling, how to start making money. And again, it's completely free of charge. But I appreciate you guys, and y'all keep killing it one day at a time.